Welcome to the Insurance Stream. I'm your host, Abe Bowling. Good to be with you today. Today we're doing part 2 of how to bump your employee retention to 100%. Yesterday we went over a whole bunch of things. Office culture, making employees know they're valued, different things like that. Today we're going to dive deeper, talk a little bit more about managing and about pay. We didn't address those things yesterday. Today's episode is sponsored by Fast Track Appointment Program. Take a visit over there, ftap.insure. It's a hard market out there. We got guaranteed new direct carrier appointments over at ftap.insure. All right, so yesterday we went over quite a few things on how you can bump your employee retention to 100%. Today we're going to take this segment home. So the very first thing we need to talk about today is your salaries, your hourly pay of your employees. You need to make sure that you are paying an above market salary. And here's the thing. You know, oftentimes I think as business owners, we look at this through the wrong lens. We look at, okay, how much can I afford to pay this person? How much can my agency afford to pay this person? And for some positions, it's a correct and fair assumption, right? Because if you have somebody answering phones for your agency, you know, traditionally those aren't revenue generating positions, but they should be. Because your best employees, if they're in your element, they're going to pay for themselves. They're actually going to post a profit for the company. If we're talking about the best employees that you have inside of your agency and they're not paying for themselves, then you got another problem, and maybe we can cover that in a future episode. But your best employees should be paying their own salary, paying for their own benefits, and posting a profit for your company. Because you've got to do that, right? If you're running an insurance agency and you're not bringing in enough money to pay all the bills and post a profit, you got a big problem on your hands. So we need to be viewing our employees through that same lens. So you need to pay above average salaries. Your best employees are going to pay for themselves, and they're going to put money in your pocket on top of that. And we can talk about different ways to, set up the position to, have the ability to cross-sell, have the ability to upsell, have the ability to retain. All these different ways are ways that your employees can pay for themselves. Number 2, create an agency bonus structure to make sure your entire agency is engaged. So what we did with our retail agency is we had a goal. We had a daily limit where we wanted to hit this number in sales every day. And I calculated that number based on what do I want to see my agency do? Like, I go yearly. What do I need yearly? What do I need monthly? Now let's divide that down to how many days per year we work, because we're not working Christmas, we're not working New Year's, we're not working, Christmas Eve. Basically, you should be closed probably. But if you work, you probably work a half day. Those kind of days, Thanksgiving, we can't count those days. So we got to add up, what are the total working days in the year? What's the yearly revenue goal that I want to see that would be awesome? Not like, what do I need to, not go broke? We want to know, what is your revenue goal that will put money in your pockets? Okay. Now divide that down by how many days you got working in a year, and then make it to where if we hit those numbers, everybody gets a bonus. And that bonus goes into a pooled bonus structure and then gets divided out however often you do payroll. Most of us do it, every other week. So if we had it set up at our agency where we had $500-$600 bonuses going out every 2 weeks. That's a really nice car payment. That's taking the kids to Disneyland, for the summer. There's different things like that really can, incentivize when you get that phone call really late in the day. Do they let it go to voicemail? Do they pick it up and see if it's somebody looking to write a policy? Have the numbers recorded. Have everybody in the office know what's going on, and have them incentivized to hit those daily goals. All right. Don't micromanage, spot check. Don't micromanage your best employees. Your best employees hate that. If they need to be micromanaged, then, maybe that's another conversation. Maybe you're training somebody. Maybe it's somebody that you're trying to bring in under a mentorship program. But our best employees, we don't micromanage them. We spot check them, and then we figure out if a system and process is being followed. Okay, spot check their work, see if it's right. If it's not right, figure out what's wrong with it. Spot check other things, see if it's a wider spread problem or if this was a one-off, because maybe if it's a one-off, you just have a quick conversation. If it's a widespread system and process problem, then we need to be retraining. But don't micromanage them, just spot check what they're doing. All right, last point here for today. Try to fit the job to the employee as much as possible, not necessarily fit the employee to the job. If we hire, we think, well, this person's going to do this. Well, if they're great, but they're not so great at some of these other tasks, take those tasks away from them, okay? Make the employee, we hired people, and this can't happen right away in an agency, but we would hire people, and eventually when we got large enough, we were like, okay, what is this person good at? Are they good at details? Are they good at paperwork processing? Are they good on the phone with the customers? Are they good at follow-up? What are they really good at? And then have all of their tasks revolve around their strengths. When employees come to work and they know they're doing a good job, and they know that they're valuable, and they know that they bring something to the table, they don't want to leave. And this has been your 5-minute insurance meditation.